Hi guys, Knife Detector here. I hope you all are feeling blessed and highly favored today. I wanted to share this little video with you about this little knife I acquired a while back. I'm having a little trouble remembering how I acquired this knife. Let me see. Oh yeah, I was at a market. It was market days in Harlingen, Texas. And the first Saturday of every month, there's several people that bring out their wares, their handcrafted goods, and they also bring out antiques, collectibles, and the occasional pocket knife. And I hadn't been having a lot of luck there, so I'd stopped going. Gosh, there was like some people that wanted over $100 for a K139 Parker My Knife, and I'm, trying to haggle with them to no avail. So had some bad experiences there. Just people were asking too much, so I stopped going for a while. And I come across this little beauty. Now, what this is this is a Hammer brand knife. See that? I don't know if you can see that. There's an arm holding a hammer. And that's a pretty cool feature about the emblem for this knife, the company emblem. It's an arm kind of in a fist position holding a hammer. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger. There you go. You see that? I've always liked that. I think that's pretty cool. And that little pumping bicep there. So I saw this guy, and then I thought to myself, wow, this is a sweet looking knife, right? So I asked the guy how much. I didn't even argue with the price. He said $15. Just so happens I had $15 and I bought it. And the thing I like about this knife is this is one of the bigger ones. Usually when you see these hammer knives are like 2-inch or 2.5-inch. This one is 3 5/8. And it's got a little bit of heft to it. It's a 2-blade knife. It's got a little bit of heft to it. But much to my dismay, when I carried it home, put it in my pocket, this Marble-esque plastic film that it has here, and I say film because it's a really thin knife cover there. It's like maybe a little bit thicker than a piece of regular paper, and it started to come off, and I couldn't believe it, and I was like, but underneath it's got steel. It's got like some type of a steel around it that is not that bad looking either, but I kind of liked it because of that Marble-esque thing right there, the Marble-esque handle, that Marble-esque plastic paint right there. So I went ahead and it was just held together. Once I looked at it with some adhesive. So I went ahead and I put some more adhesive on there to hold it back in place. I hope it lasts. If not, I will be happy to carry this knife just the way it is with the naked metal underneath, because it's a good knife. This knife has a little bit of heft. Let me take my apple out here. It's got a little bit of heft on this knife, and the blade's in pretty decent condition. I like the deep groove for the nail, so you can pull the blade out. Now this knife doesn't really have any snap on it, but it's kind of hefty. It's a hefty little knife to have in your pocket, and I like that about it. It's very robust. This to me feels like a very serious knife, like a real good whittler. This particular type of knife, some people refer to them as cigar-shaped knives because of the kind of like the long shape of it. Kind of like a cigar shape. Some people call these equal end knives because, as you can see, it has an equal end, right? This particular one has a two-blade. It's 2 blades, and I really like these 2-blade knives. And pull this little guy out. This little guy feels like he has not been pulled out at all. He is really tough to pull out. And there you can see there's some letters in there. See if we can focus what they are. It's just some patent numbers on that. Yeah, there you can see some cracking in that plastic handle. You can see the metal underneath. Real thin on this, guys. But like I said, it's a nice knife to carry in your pocket. It's got a little bit of heft to it. And I like it a lot. So I wanted to share that with you guys. These are out there. This particular size is a little hard to find in the brand of Hammer. I've done a little bit of looking on eBay, and there are similar knives, the same size and pretty much the same dimensions, but other brands that are going for a lot of money. Some British knife brands going for a lot of money that are this particular size. I don't like knives to get much smaller than this. This is about the size that I like, and maybe going bigger than that, but not too much smaller. But this one I've been carrying in my pocket off and on since I got it about a month ago. And I'm happy with it. The blade holds a really good edge, as you can imagine. Carbon steel, can't go wrong with it. Only thing about carbon steel is it gets kind of sooty and black. It's the only bad thing about it. But if you don't mind that, then you're good to go. Other than that, the bolsters are pretty clean. I'm happy with it, guys. So I wanted to share this with you. These guys are out there, and if you're lucky, you can get it for a very reasonable price. Like I said, I paid $15 for mine. I have seen these, though, similar models, a Camillus brand like this, going for upwards of $40 in similar condition. So if you're looking on eBay, you're going to have to do a little bit of searching if you want to get a low price like I did. But it's a good one. Other than that, I want to go ahead and also say, I do have some items for sale on eBay and Etsy. So check out my store if you're interested in some knives. I got a CRKT knife for sale right now on eBay. I also have an Uncle Henry. And let's see, what else do I got? I also got a Parker & My tactical black plastic handle for sale also on eBay. I got a Swiss Army knife for sale on Etsy. And Ridge Runner, a couple of other knives. So, if you're into knives and you got some time, check out my site. Click on it up there on the link at the top of my site. And I wanted to share this with you because these knives are disappearing, guys. They are disappearing. There's not that many of them, and YouTube also serves as a historical record for a lot of these things. So maybe one day somebody will look at this knife and say, man, I wish I still had one of those, or where can I find one of those, Then they'll go look for it. Well, without further ado, I just want to say this is Knife Detector wishing you a fantastic evening. Spend time with your family. Do things that you enjoy. And take care, and God bless. And as always, my friends, stay sharp.